So next important compound of alkaline earth metal, that is the calcium sulfate hemihydrate, which is called as a plaster of Paris. So calcium sulfate hemihydrate that can be obtained by using a compound known as a gypsum having 2 water of crystallization in a calcium sulfate. Now there is again very interesting and important reaction also, that calcium sulfate dihydrate, that is a gypsum, upon heating below 393 Kelvin temperature, it will forming a calcium sulfate hydrate and water will be lost. Now if you are heating it above 393 Kelvin temperature, all the water of crystallization is lost and we are getting an anhydrous calcium sulfate. And this anhydrous calcium sulfate is known as dead bond plaster. Now coming to the uses of this calcium sulfate hemihydrate. So upon mixing adequate amount quantity of water into it, it will set into a hard solid within a 5 to 15 minutes. So that is why it is used for making a statues. So its uses is purely based upon this particular action. Now coming to the uses of this plaster of Paris, it is used for making building material. So largest use of plaster of Paris is used in the building material, building industries as a plaster use किया जाता है इसे POP की form में. In spite of that, it is used in the medicinal field. So it is used for immobilizing the affecting part of any organ. So when your bone get to be fractured, it is used by the doctors to straighten the fractured bone. It is again used by the dentist, ornament work के लिए इसे use किया जाता है. In spite of that, for making casting any statues and bust, it can be used. So that is all about the important compound of alkaline earth metal that is called as a plaster of Paris. Now there are few important questions are also there that we discussed earlier also, how to calculate about the solubility. Now last topic of this chapter, that is to be called as a cement. So very important one also, important question from this topic I tell you again and again. So first of all, it is introduced in England in about 1824 by a Joseph Aspin. So it is also called as a Portland cement because of its very much resemblance with the natural limestone which is used in the Portland of the England. Now very important question, what is the average composition of a Portland cement? It contains 50 to 60% calcium oxide, 20 to 25% silicon dioxide, 5 to 10% aluminium oxide, 2 to 3% magnesium oxide, 1 to 2% iron oxide, and sulfur dioxide is in about 1 to 2%. Next, again very important question, what is the quality of a good cement? What is the quality of a good cement? So a good quality cement having a ratio of silica, that is a silicon dioxide, to aluminum oxide, that should be ranging between 2.5 to 4, and the ratio of lime to that of the oxides of the silicon dioxide, aluminum oxide and iron, all should be closely resembles with a 2. So that is the quality of the good cement. Now raw material required for the manufacturing of the cement, that is we have to use raw material, that is clay and the lime, which is strongly heated so that they get to be fused and reacted to form a big clinkers of a cement. Now these clinkers are then mixed with 2 to 3% by weight by a gypsum to forming a good quality of a cement. Now there is again, what is the important role of gypsum? Why we are adding gypsum to the cement? So in order to slow down the process of the setting of the cement, so that it can be sufficiently time will be gotten to harden that particular cement, so we are adding gypsum. So what the role of gypsum? It slow down the process of setting of the cement so that it will get sufficiently time to get to be hardened. Now what is the uses of the cement? As you all know that for the commodity of any national necessity, that is cement is very much required, because next to iron and steel, cement is mostly used as a building material. It is used in concrete, it is used in plastering, it is used in constructing bridges, dams and the buildings. Now coming to the biological importance of the calcium and magnesium. ठीक है, You go through the biological importance of calcium and magnesium. You know it is used in the ATP cycle. It is used as a pigment. Magnesium is present in the form of pigment in chlorophyll, which plays important role in photosynthesis. About 99% bones and teeth contains a calcium. Again, it plays important role in neuromuscular functions, in interneural transmission. Again, in the blood coagulation, plays important role. In spite of that, calcium is also present in the plasma. About this amount is present in the form of hormone. It is also present in the form of calcitonin and parathyroid hormone. So with this, your chapter, that is S block element, will be completed. Hope you have to complete your NCERT